Yeah. We're good.
Let's go.
We all.
Hey yo, Wha. You back again with your boy Ray Bali. We here at RHO Hommies Only, and today we got a special. I could call it like a family episode. You know what I mean? We got Wes who invited his people. Wes, yo, let us know what's going on today.
Bro, today I'm super hyped.
Yeah.
I'm super hyped.
Yeah.
I got my family to come in the stew.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we're gonna do this thing. By the way, I'm gonna let my family introduce themselves.
That's the way, nigga. That's the way.
Gotta let your people do their shit.
Yo.
Yeah, always.
Ladies first, you know what I mean?
You know, right.
We still got some school.
So you can, yeah, you can introduce yourself.
My name is Atakang Mokwana. Yeah.
Mokwana.
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 Yes.
Umupedi.
Yeah.
Umupedi tweet.
No, not true.
Umupedi.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where you at now? Where's your schooling? Where's everything happening?
I'm schooling at TUT. I'm doing my second year in public management and local governance.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what's up.
All right. Yo. Bless us. What's going on, my G?
My name is Camilo Tota, preferably known as Driven.
Right.
I am a singer.
Okay.
Currently school at NW Mafia.
All right.
And yeah, I'm glad to be here.
So y'all chose to go to different schools, like
Yes.
Yes,
You gotta
Yeah.
find your own identity.
Same school.
The grocery and stuff.
yeah. It's like
It can't work like that.
they don't want to leave. Yo,
No communicated.
But yeah, that's how we work.
I like that. Wes, let me test you and ask you something about your family. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure you spend some time with your people.
Exactly.
You know them a little bit. If you could tell me something a little bit of an insider trick or like an insider information, you know what I mean? You got that stuff. Let us know about your people, yo. What's what with your people? What do they do? How would you explain them if they had to explain themselves? If they weren't here, let's say they're not here. You know what I mean? It's just me and you.
It's just me and you.
You letting me know about your people, yo.
Hey.
They are very nice people.
Oh.
Nice.
Mhm.
Don't you know nice?
I feel like that nice has weight.
Yeah. That's why you said
It has a little bit of
Please, like, you know.
Pila
When
dinta.
she said umthwalo, just totally nice.
Yeah, I'm a dog. To be honest, my family is just hype, dog. We're always having fun time, always doing our own things. And dog, yeah, we usually have fun with whatever we're doing. Whatever we're doing, we'll try and have fun in the process of
So
it.
what's the most thing that you guys do together?
We have a lot, actually, a lot.
I want to know.
The one thing.
Name
One
a
that you
few.
mostly
One
do.
thing.
We mostly do.
Yeah.
Cause Aswani, so we're always playing cards too. We're always playing cards.
Card games.
Always playing cards.
Load shedding times or anytime?
Always.
Always. Okay.
Playing
What is
cards.
it? 5 card?
You know it.
There's a lying game. There's a lying game called Mafia.
Yo.
Okay.
I honestly enjoy that out of all of them, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a game that actually takes out that thing that's within a person, and you could clearly see that a person could lie. You know?
Okay,
It
okay.
just brings out.
How good are you at lying?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because it's all about lying.
No.
Wait, it's a lying game.
It's like
It's lying.
in
Yeah?
simple
wait, explain
terms-
it.
In simple
Give me an
terms,
example,
it's like- Okay, so how we play the game is there needs to be five people and 5 people and above. You
Okay.
understand? So what happens is there's going to be a referee,
Okay.
and there's going to be 5 people. So let's just say we're 6 in total.
Okay.
Right? One person is going to be the referee, and 5 people are just going to be the players.
Okay.
Right? So within those 5 people, 2 of the people are going to be mafias, and the remaining 3 are then going to be
Like Mafia,
civilians.
Godfather Mafia. Like Mafia.
Well,
In
mafias
the
are.
community.
Yeah,
Like
so
Mafia,
basically,
like
Mafias have the
we're
similar
all
cards.
just villagers.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as a referee, I will. Yes, we're in a village.
Yeah, no, but
How?
Wait. No, guys, this is where it's at.
Okay.
Can you imagine mafias in a village?
Yes, they're there to kill people.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah,
Uzi,
yeah,
that's
we
the
can see
concept
it.
of the game. Because
Sure.
the mafias are the two like people that are like boss. They have
Yeah,
to show
yeah,
that they
yeah,
can lie
yeah,
better
yeah.
than anyone.
All right,
Yes, so
all right. I think I like
basically,
this game.
Yes.
we're all the same, but it's like a sheep in what? Whatever that saying.
Sheep and wolfskin.
Yes, that type of
A
thing.
wolf in
Yeah.
sheepskin.
A wolf in sheepskin. So we're all the same. We're all a flock of sheep. Is that what we call a flock?
I'm
It's
not
a
a
flock, right?
Yeah,
Whatever it is. It's a flock of sheep.
Yeah.
So basically, there's two wolves. Let's just
Wait,
say
yeah.
there's two wolves there. So the people the wolves then have to lie their way into the game and actually take out the civilians so that
Okay.
they can win the game.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
that's how it is. So within those 5 cards, so say I set the cards, all the remaining 3 are just going to be random cards.
Okay.
And 2 are going to be the same. Let's just say the Mafia cards are both the letter J.
Okay.
You know? So then in the process of the game, I will then ask everyone to close their eyes. You know, and then I'll say, "Mafias, open your eyes." Then the mafias will open their eyes, then look at each other.
This one, yeah.
They need to look at each
I feel like
other.
we should play
You
it
know?
sometime.
We should try it. We should try it out.
Yes. The wolves
Oh, nice.
should actually.
My favorite.
The wolves should actually look at each other,
Okay.
so that they can actually know that they're the mafias. Then I'll tell everyone to close their eyes, and then everyone will open their eyes simultaneously.
Okay.
Then the game begins.
Okay.
So as the game begins, I'll then set a timer
Wait,
for
the
2
game hasn't
minutes.
even started at this point. We were just setting the laws. We're
Yes.
just getting the foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how it is. So then when
Yeah.
when we then open our eyes, then that's when the game actually begins, and the
Okay.
referee then needs to set a timer for 2 minutes, and then within the players need to say, "I believe that he's mafia." You know?
Okay.
And then I have to dispute it and say, "No, why do you think he's mafia?" You know? And
Okay.
we're all lying, but the mafias actually know each other. So that's how it is.
And there's a key word. There's
Okay.
a key word.
That the mafias know, or
No.
Everyone knows it's the word sus.
Yeah.
If you do something after opening your eyes, then a person can, like for example, let's say I cheat and not close my eyes while the mafias are opening their eyes. I'll see them.
Yeah,
Then I
obviously.
see that if you know that you're the mafia, you're obviously gonna act sus.
Yeah.
You're gonna be scared and nervous.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna laugh a lot. So that's how we know we are the mafia.
That's how it is.
Like,
Yo.
he's bad at lying. So he's literally type
So
of
you
lie.
know exactly. So say for example, right? The civilian, right?
Okay.
Is acting really sus. You understand?
Like
or
he's laughing
maybe
or
a
whatever.
civilian.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
I'm mafia.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
civilian. You understand?
All right.
And then he calls me out.
Okay.
And then I start deflecting. You know.
Okay.
Whenever he says something, I start blaming
Yeah.
everyone else instead of
Yeah.
focusing the point on me. You know, and I start saying, "No, why do you think it's me? Why
Okay.
not her?"
Okay.
You know,
It's
that's the
basically
person
a
deflecting.
blame game.
Yeah.
and whoever folds loses.
It's
Yeah,
all about
basically at the end of each round, we
There
then
has to be a
vote.
winner.
We then vote.
mafia.
Within
Who's
the 2
mafia?
minutes.
Yes, within the teammates.
Oh,
And there's a
Yeah.
lot of squabble that goes on there. There's a lot of fuss that goes on.
Yo, nobody wants to give away, bro. Yo, you gotta have a poker face, bro.
That's how it is.
Because we even go to the extent of saying, you remember that time we don't keep bad?
That's how he exactly. It's like that.
It's gonna keep up.
God, that we should set a rule, because there's that one rule we forgot to set, and people take it up over the boundary.
Okay.
Of saying, I swear my mom, obviously it's a
Okay,
game,
no, you can't be that,
understand
yeah.
That's a rule that we should have set. But this other one person used it against us, and we're like, no, this person cannot lie about
Yeah, but
the
that-
mother, so it means that it's true, man. They
That's
understand.
sus, yo. You
how
can't be
it
like
is.
using your mom
And
in the game,
it's a
yo.
great thing because you know how you can play mind games. I think
It's manipulative.
It's manipulative. You know, you then adapt the skill of actually.
like, oh my mom.
Oh my God! You know, one thing I can say is that most of the time I can see when a person is mafia. So
Okay.
let's just say I'm in the game, you know, and I'm a civilian.
Yeah.
Most of the times I'll probably be taken out the first round because I'll just analyze everyone and just say that you know, for like a good 30 seconds, then I see that, you know what, you're mafia and you're mafia. And then everyone will then want to then get a reason for me, but I never have a valid reason as to why I believe you're mafia. But I
It's a
guess
feeling.
it's intuition.
It's a feeling.
You know,
It's
intuition
It's
just
why
says,
you know what
just
he
says
says.
that, you know, you and you are mafia. And most of the times I'm correct, but I'll probably be taken out within the first round.
Crazy.
No, you know what it is, man. You know when you know something.
When you know
Because
something.
like he has experience with the game.
With the
He's the one
game,
that came
okay.
with it. So he obviously knows the corners of the
Sure,
game.
sure.
He knows that
Somebody's
when you're
fidgety
desperate,
now,
yes,
like,
he
oh,
goes
hey.
to certain measures and all that. So I feel like that's how he always gets out of the game. But now that we're catching
So who
up,
wins the most here between y'all two?
I never win. Actually.
You never win.
I've never won. He does.
He's the best line in the family.
Yeah.
The soccer player.
That's
yes.
you know.
So it's within
We
it's
all
a
have
player.
That's how it is. We all have different
That's how it
talents.
is.
His talent is lying.
Cool, eh?
Bro, he can convince you to take a bullet from this man.
I
Yeah.
once saw someone saying,
He can lie to save your life.
Yeah.
He can lie to
Yeah.
save your life. That's how it is. We know that if someone needs to come up with a lie, there's that
The
one
best.
person.
so
yeah.
are his lies extreme or they're close?
They can be. They
It
can be.
depends on what the scenario is.
Yeah.
It depends.
You want to add something, soccer
As
player, to
in,
the
if,
then you
if you're asking if he can sacrifice someone to save himself, yes. Those are the extent of his lies.
That's
But at least
Yeah, I remember this other time he broke a door handle and he literally said it was me.
What's like that?
I couldn't believe
But
it.
at least now you get to see the person for who he is, right?
Yeah.
You get to appreciate them, accept them.
Yeah.
And you get to see their flaws and things you didn't know at the same
No,
time.
I think this game is more about growth.
Okay.
Because like when you know a person that their flaw is lying, that's not a good thing. We cannot live with that.
Yeah.
So then we expose each other that you are lying and we can tell.
Okay.
So it's better if you are honest.
But
so
as
that
you
we can
said,
help you.
he sucks and he doesn't lie because he's too honest.
No. It just
Not
because he's a bad liar
necessarily.
doesn't mean he doesn't lie. He
Okay.
does lie. It's just that we always
He sucks
catch
at
him.
it.
He's just
Exactly.
not good at it. You know what I like about this game?
Yeah.
I like that it brings out people's personality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get to learn about someone
Yes.
else. You
Exactly.
Know, instead of, sometimes it's hard to take out something from someone with a
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
So I think the game, you can
They-
easily learn
yeah,
about
Exactly.
each other.
I feel like for me, that's how I'm actually able to examine a person for who they are, because
It's a
sometimes
neutral
that's when
space.
you then see that this person is a bad liar,
Yeah.
and whenever they lie, what do? Some people just really become really uncomfortable when they mafia, and you can see it like first chat, you understand? And sometimes we always, to wipe the civilians, we always get rid of the weaklings. We'll always say that this person is mafia, even though they're not. Every game, that person will always be attacked, and you're like, you weren't acting like this the last game.
So we can tell.
So that's
can
what
tell.
that's what
Okay.
we do. So
Let
yeah,
me
so
ask you something. Let me
yeah.
ask you something. Just to branch into our conversation for the day, which is more family centered, right?
Yeah.
Would you guys share different surnames, but you guys are under one family umbrella?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
say the same.
Same, and then
Yeah,
it's
that
different
is
with you.
fine.
We're brother and sister, then they are cousins.
Cousins.
Yeah.
I want to ask, would you say
Cousin.
gang? Ayel. Double chem guy. I'm not gonna take this.
Sick bird.
Yeah. Would you say these games bring families closer?
A lot.
I personally think they do.
A lot.
True.
I think generally all our games bring us together because we're constantly squabbling because we all have different views on something. We could say that this is a 3-pin plan. No,
Okay.
it's 2. Then
Yeah, we
then
could
someone
go
comes
on.
up again, guys. Let's just play this. Don't. And then it unites us.
Okay.
Because when we come in with different views and opinions.
Sure.
But when we leave as one unit. We're united.
Okay.
You understand? So
Okay.
it brings a lot of unity within us.
Okay.
But at the same time, there's cracks.
Yeah.
Because people leave as though, hey, now they know that I'm a bad
I
liar.
see
Meaning
what-
that next time, you understand? So it's a thing.
Now you know who not to knock on the window for when you come from group. You see.
Yeah.
You know,
They're gonna bend
come from Cabelo's window is not honest.
It's not gonna open, yeah.
He's not gonna open. So
Yeah.
move on.
But sometimes
Alright.
it can become a disadvantage,
Because we
growing
are
up-
raw,
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
You know that word haunts me for life. Yaroba.
it can become, as you said that it takes out the person's personality and everything else, growing up, we all had our own different challenges and everything else. I used to be that person who used to I still do it,
Sure.
but not
As much
as I used to. I used to be that person who used to memorize your Wi-Fi password. you know. And then when you're sleeping, and I'd be on, you know, on the web and on the internet and everything else. And then whenever something pulls up, no, please. When something pulls up, you know, and someone's data goes missing, the first person they always look at is me, you know?
Okay.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That sometimes it does come at a disadvantage, you know?
So some things do stick with you
Yeah,
from
they
the
do.
game.
They
Old
honestly
habits
do.
die hard.
Yeah, so, you know.
I hear that, yo.
They do die eventually.
Yeah.
But they die hard. They don't
Like-
just go.
No.
Yeah, they
always.
don't.
Overnight, no. But it comes within you.
We
guess.
know that she has the skill of making herself vulnerable when she's not. You know, or making herself,
No,
you know,
I didn't
she
know that.
wants us to feel pity for her in so many situations and
Yeah.
everything
And then
else.
how do you handle
And
that then?
how do I
Knowing
handle that? How
that
do I handle
might
that?
be,
You know, how do I handle
I
that?
might be tricked.
I wish I could fuck us.
Oh, well, you can.
yeah, you can.
Everyone, you know, I feel like every gen can figure out this because as I grew up with my two brothers,
Okay.
the only males, Nabokabe. You see, as now I'm the only
Yeah,
girl.
you're
That's
the
how
only
we
girl.
grew up.
You
back
used
then.
to, okay.
Yeah, so as a girl, you know which buttons to touch when a certain situation occurs. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
it's a thing of you know that boys generally have a soft spot for women, especially if they're your sibling. You understand? You know, all the time.
natural, right?
All the time. It's a natural feeling.
Yeah,
even though
nah,
you
it's
can
true,
deny
yo.
it.
It's true.
Even the hardest rock can
I-
feel it. So you sometimes just go to the extent of being vulnerable because they cannot stand vulnerability. They can't. That's why men always hide it because if you show it, it's being naive in a way. So that's why you always touch that button and it revives something and then I get my way through
I
that.
like that you touched only emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That's a good point.
how do you feel about like modern age dating? Modern age dating.
Because now,
How do you guys feel about it?
Well, well,
You in a relationship?
personally, I can't even
What is
maintain
one?
a 1-year relationship. I'm bad at relationships.
A 1-year relationship.
Yeah, I can't. I've never, and
It's not
yeah.
that you can't, it's not near.
Well, what can I say? I mean, you know who, you know.
You know who? She's not Voldemort, like She's never Voldemort.
I mean, she was a very, very good person, but I feel like, you know, my headspace was not in the relationship
Sure.
whenever it happened. I mean, I feel like I'm a person, and I think that I need to navigate my way through it. I feel like I have this thing of not being able to let go. You know, once a person has hurt me, you know, I always have that thing to hold on to, and say that, you know, I can never see beyond
Sure,
what
sure.
the person did to me.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
And I feel like with Mahlatsi, oh shit, I just said her name. Damn.
Don't worry.
We'll do something
Yeah.
about it.
We'll have to. Don't say it
her-
again.
Yeah, it's gonna be
When
like
her, yeah, when her, I just couldn't let go of what she did to me, and getting back into a relationship with her again was just, yeah,
So you tried to go back
yeah.
and hopefully
No,
mend
no,
things.
No, but
Yeah.
then I want him to get to the point where he asks the question, how do you feel
How do you
about
feel about modern age dating?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question. In
see.
which context?
In which context though?
Modern age, you know? Like modern people right now, like the idea of love is just like
Twisted.
Twisted, yeah.
Like so, okay, let me rephrase this.
Yeah.
What's your idea of love?
There we go.
that's one question.
I feel like we can start that side. You know?
Yeah, yes. This is
I'm not
that's-
confident. You can start by me. They've always
First,
come here.
Firstly, ladies first. Where are my manners?
I'd like to say,
Let me-
firstly, I'd like
Where's man? Where's man? Ow.
Let her start. Let
Ow.
her start.
Just this.
fight.
But I believe that love is an abstract. You cannot put a definition to it. You cannot say love is me giving you food or me clothing you. Love is something that you define yourself because we all love differently. And our love touch different extents. You understand? There are instances where you feel like you love a person, but your love has a limit. You understand? And then there's a certain extent where you say, I love this person no matter what they do. You understand? It's not a matter of relationships. It's love in general. It's just a matter of self-control when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to family, friends, and situations in life. So I believe that there is no definition. You cannot go to Oxford or Merriam-Webster and look for a definition that says love. All I can say is that it's an abstract. It's either
I feel like there is a definition. It's
Okay.
just different
Definitions
Yes,
for everyone.
yes,
for
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
So with you, what would you say love is for you?
Yeah.
Like, without touching
On
the
definition,
Okay.
the whole general
Yeah.
definition, yeah.
general spectrum of
Ooh.
life. But if we came to you now,
Yeah.
let's say you were explaining to a 4-year-old, how would you explain love?
I'd say love is an infinite emotion. It's something that you have to tap in and connect with. You cannot force it, you cannot call it, it has to come. It's a natural feeling that all human beings have, but only certain people can tap into it. It's the way I express it and the way you perceive it has a lot to do with the connection that's in between that love. It's a matter of connecting, you understand? Because you can connect to a person but not speak to them, but the love is still there. You can, yeah, I just think it's a you know, wire, or not a wire, let me just say, you see how we connect to the internet with our phones?
Yeah.
I think it's that type of connection. It's like, you can't see it, it's an abstract. You
So
can't
it's
see
more
it,
like
you
our
can't
brains, you
touch.
know, our brains are
Yeah, it's
filters.
neural.
They filter information.
Yeah,
Sometimes-
but this one is not from the brain, from the heart.
From the
So
heart,
it's just-
yeah.
yeah.
The heart releases no emotion. It doesn't.
Let's not go into the science.
Love comes
Let's not go
first.
into the science.
Okay.
Coming back to you,
Alright,
I'm
no
saving this question for
Oh no, okay.
So Young West,
Yeah.
Young West, what's your idea of love?
Me, I'm into K, you see.
Yeah, you are a 2K
You are
reference.
the twisted.
I'm
Well, all 2Ks by the way.
ish.
All of y'all.
we're all 2Ks, but me, I'm the youngest.
Yeah, well,
All of y'all, Kanji.
yes.
Yeah.
Hey, we got youngins,
Four
yo.
cousins.
Bro.
4,000, 2,000.
Wait. Aye, alright.
Understand. But yeah.
When I got a love language, I can't go fair. Or Kabuti. No, no, Kabuti.
Let's not say Mumbai, they say, but
Hey.
let's just say,
You're still exploring.
yeah.
Dora,
In a way,
Dora.
let me say, in my age and in my
Now say it.
Rabbi.
Say it.
Me?
I feel like
I'm good, bro.
I'm currently single. That's my language of love. Bye.
Ish.
I'm currently single.
I was about to ask love language, but then just
You went
explain
to
love
Yeah.
language.
Now you see
It's
now.
fine. It's fine.
So
We
it's
can
cool.
move.
And what's your idea of love?
I hate you.
Name drop.
My definition of love. Oh my days. Thing is, I'm such a lover. It's not even funny. You know, I can meet someone and just love them instantly. I feel like definition of love. Love is caring. Love is nurturing. Love is a huge emotion to express. It comes from deep within the brain. You know.
Wait.
It comes from
I have so many questions. I am holding myself.
I understand. Let him finish.
From the app we watch, our purity and Johnson.
Yeah.
Love from the heart. Love from the
No.
And then you just
Okay,
go
this is
crazy.
okay. Finish. No, let's go. Let's carry on.
Okay,
My
it
bad. I
comes
apologize.
deep from within the mind, or in simpler terms, from the heart. You know, we love differently, but I think the whole thing that just unites us is the fact that we're able to share a common emotion. And sometimes you love someone and they don't love you back, and that's okay. You know, we need to understand that not everyone is going to treat you the same way that you treat them. And love is beautiful. It can be painful. It can be dreadful. It's a colorful emotion, if I can say. You know, I mean, love boosts confidence. Love boosts happiness. Love can take you out of sadness. Love can bring in sadness. But all in all, I mean, love is,
Loving.
yeah.
You've said so many things, but
So,
what
so
the hell?
here's my question. Before now, you mentioned that you wanted to go back to her.
Yeah.
So there's this thing called trauma bonding. Do you know about that?
No, I don't. Please intrigue me.
So when you're with someone, it's like it's alchemy. When you mix two people, something is gonna function. Right? So there's this bond that you guys can create without being aware, but you'll only see it when y'all separate. So those are the things we call trauma bonding. Those are the things you also take to other relationships. Because my relationship was like this,
My future one.
Yeah.
only to find out no, you don't have to change for the next relationship.
Yeah.
You get me? It's just that your idea of that other one made you change.
Yeah.
And now you changing, you losing the actual person who would have accepted you the way you were. You get me? So that's called trauma bonding. That's something you should also like work on, reflect on yourself. Just check some, Yeah. And with me, just to also like express my side, my idea of love stems from me, self.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe in I love you. Like, it doesn't make sense to my mind. It really doesn't. Because if I say I love you, it's now an act, not feel. You get me? And me saying that puts weight on me. Like, it's a job now. I have to do it because I said I'm doing it. So with me, I love you doesn't make sense according to me. Even in dating, it's like, yeah, you can say it. I can understand from what you are saying and how you view it.
Yes.
But you won't hear it from me because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really click. What clicks from me is everything that I give to you must stem from me. So if I don't have love for self, how can I give you that love? Also, when it comes to hurt, what. I love myself enough not to hurt myself. You get me? If you love yourself, you won't put your hand in fire.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. If you don't understand your love, if you don't understand your love, you're not in touch with your love, how are you going to be able to express it back to
And
someone
project
other
to
person
someone else,
and tell them, this is how I feel about this. So with me, if you're my girl, wife, or whatever,
The titles
you
are.
won't hear I love you. What you'll hear is I feel love when I'm with you.
Thank you.
That's how I'll say it. That's my idea.
Share.
Yeah.
Share.
With that being said,
Share.
Before you concluded that, I was gonna be like, so since you said when you put the word I, that means it's now an act or a job. Or
No,
you
no,
have
no,
to
no,
do
no,
it.
no. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I was probably gonna say love you, because you don't have
Yeah, you don't have the heart. But love is
you see that
the direct translation of love is
it means love you like I love myself.
Yeah.
You get out, so
Yeah.
So it's like love yourself, love you.
like I love myself. So
Yeah.
what we share, we create from the love we have for each other. We are both in love. That's how it makes sense to me. Because at times you meet someone and you say, I'm in love, but you're the only person.
Tricky.
And your love, you're interested in on another person, not only you.
Yeah.
It's in love. I'm in love.
Yeah.
So when I create, I'll be creating from that love.
Okay.
So it's just like that.
I feel you.
That's how I see it. Then
Yo, let's
Wait,
like.
I still have a
Okay.
question. I'm still stuck on I love myself. I wouldn't put myself in fire.
Okay.
But what if you can't see that this is fire or something harmful?
exactly.
It's sheep in the.
Here's the thing. If you in tune with yourself,
Oh, wolf and sheep.
another thing that I wouldn't say I was born with this idea.
Yeah.
It grew with me
Yeah.
via experiences.
Yes.
So me not being aware of self and everything, I would put my hand on fire. But now I know, and I've experienced. Experience being the best teacher.
Yeah.
Well,
So
let me.
with my experiences and me going back now, reflecting on my experiences in
She's
previous
alive now,
relationships,
yeah.
I saw that this is what like had me.
Yeah.
Also, this thing of we have our own ideas of love, and not from self, but from stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fairy
Romeo and
tales.
Juliet, they died. So I'm sorry. If you die, I wouldn't kill myself.
Sham.
Yeah.
Sham.
I love myself.
Sham.
To keep
Never. Never.
What? No worries. I was never
Our
there.
minds are filled with other people's ideas of love.
Yeah.
So much so we don't know how it's like to love from ourselves. You get
A natural
So,
flow.
A natural flow.
I wanted to tap in this topic and connect it with what you said of modern, yeah, and this current topic that we're talking about of you loving yourself and being able to see the fights, like the concept of toxic relationships.
Okay.
Right? When you go in it, you do not see that it's toxic. You go in there loving yourself, but loving yourself means that you have to share a little bit of yourself. You understand? Okay, Shab, I agree that you love yourself, you wouldn't do something to harm yourself, you understand? But when you're caught in the feeling of love itself, you constantly want to lead the person you love into loving themselves too. And for you to do that, you need to share a little bit of your life. Okay, wait, let me finish.
Okay. Oh, you're not done.
Alright,
Let me finish, yeah.
Better.
So when you do that, you lose yourself in it. You understand? You do not notice that you've lost yourself in it. Because now there's two feelings that are bombarding you. And it's overpowering the initial feeling of you loving yourself. It doesn't mean you love yourself any less. It's a thing of now you've taught the next person how to love themselves like you love them by sharing a piece of yourself. You understand? But not knowing what the person's intentions are, because our palwang episode I came for untold, you understand? So when you try and do that out of love and out of understanding yourself, meaning that you want the next person to understand themselves too, so that they can know what they're doing. You can't get in a relationship with a person who has good you understand? So if you both understand each other, it's able to stabilize a formal ground for you to start the relationship on. So where do you base this thing of I love myself and I wouldn't? I get that you said experience, but what happens when you do it for the third time? It taught you in the previous relationship, it taught you again in this one, and you will most probably do it in the next one again.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm saying all this because it happens a lot in my relationship with my mind. People don't learn. They have this mentality of saying, ambulance, and all that stuff, which is not.
Well, there's no destination when it comes to healing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, go back. You sure that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So here's me. I don't like teaching people, you know?
Yeah.
But I create a space where people can learn from themselves. You know?
Yeah.
So even me, when I have an idea, I won't force it into people because I understand me as a unique person, as a being, you know, and I also get that you won't see the same. You know, as a child, no one taught you how to walk. You know that. Monkey see, monkey do. As a child, you still have your monkey brain activated. You see anything.
Mimicry.
No one taught you
What they call it?
anything. So
He's honest.
yeah, so
Mimicry.
if I'm with you and I have this idea, I won't force it upon you, but
Yeah.
you see it from me, how I am living, how I am. Then maybe you can also learn some things. Not to say you take it exactly because we're not the same.
Yeah, we're not
you know?
the same, yeah.
But there's some elements that you can learn from that, and there's also some elements that I can learn from the next person.
Yeah.
Because in life you don't get stuck. You know, I don't believe in perfect.
You don't believe in?
I don't believe in perfect.
Okay.
You know, like perfection is the highest form of self-abuse. So I don't have. I'm always learning. Now I'm not the same as second before.
Yeah.
You know. So how I try with that is that I don't really stick like the ego. I don't have an ego to a feeling. Like you know, an ego is like things of fear and say, Johnny you know, because the same way most of them, no, love is like this, you seek. It's like, you know, that's built on ego.
Yes.
I don't really put labels on things because I know things change.
Yes.
This is the world, doesn't stay the same. Everything upgrades, everything evolves. So with that mentioned, like you said, if I'm building a base with someone, I'll also get to know them, then we see how do we move forward. Because what makes a relationship, friendship, or a relationship, it's just a ship.
Yeah, the ship, not the.
What makes a ship is we'll be there and we need understanding, you know, not really understanding, but overstanding, because I can never understand the next person. You
Yeah.
can only understand yourself,
Yes.
but I can overstand what you're saying, and I can also have an understanding of what you're saying, which is fantastic. But understanding, you cannot understand another person. It's like totally out. So you can overstand and
We understand stories, language, we understand such things.
Yes.
But we don't understand our ears, contextual.
So you get there, you build a ground, and you see how do we thread from this, taking out all the ideas that we learned, that were forced into us, but now we're threading from our natural source. Like what you said there's two feelings now bombarding me.
Yeah.
Now that I'm aware of self, I know that it's not two feelings, but there's this feeling which is mine, and this person is coming with this feeling.
Yeah.
And because I can protect myself, I'll tell you, yo, bro, you're coming with some vibe. Has it happened to you that someone enters a room and the mood just changes?
A lot of times.
You see, so would you say I'm feeling bad or that person is making me feel bad?
The person is making you feel
Well, that's what we
That's what I say.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes.
That's what we
That's-
do.
That's what you asked. What
Oh,
would
yeah.
you say?
What
What,
would
how
you
would
say?
you take it
Yeah,
in
exactly.
my mind?
So from
But if
experience.
you are aware of self, you know that this is not stemming from me. This is not my emotion. And you can still
Because it's
like
natural
get
to
back
bring
to
the
yourself
person.
instead
Hell
of
yeah.
what do they call it? Emotional dumping.
Emotional.
Emotional
Damage.
So you can be happy when the feel actually does that, and the next thing now you also that's emotional dumping because But if you protect yourself and you're aware, you're able to be like, okay, it's here, it's you. This is how I handle such things. That's why these things don't face me no more. Like if it was also a game, you're a killer. I won't feel attacked because I know I'm not a killer.
Yeah.
I'm really sure of myself. So it's the same thing. It won't make me feel somehow if I know I'm not that.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
put it on the table. No,
Yeah.
this is not how I am. This is not how I live.
You make understanding such an easy process. The way you say it, you make it sound like I can just wake up and
work.
say.
No, but it's work.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you.
Whereas you know what he is, ne? He's portraying himself, ne? Like uyazazi and all that. We're not the same, you understand? I
Yeah.
still have things that I say, hey, I need to figure this thing out in my life. Ne? You are portraying the final product. To us, you're portraying the final product of what a person that is well established of themselves looks like. You understand? You're that thing that if I'm going through something, I constantly come to ask you, so now what do I do? So what, instead of actually going to find out myself, I'm not saying like put yourself in danger, but when you introspect and say like these are the things that I want, and
You gotta
I need to
do
be
the work.
disciplined, because if I keep saying I want this but I do that, then the progress is gonna be stuck. You understand? But it's not easy. Like I could say right now, but you know what? I need to stop procrastinating. You understand? Because it's in move. You understand? I'm slacking and all. But when it's actually time for you to do that, to execute that action, it's something different. You'd rather do the dishes and mop the whole house than actually do the task you're supposed to. You understand? It's not an easy part. Hence why I say you're portraying something like a final product, because we do not understand how you got to that point. Because there's a point where everyone tries and says, you know what, this is not for me. It means I'm always going to be lost forever. Fine. And then I just drop it like that.
Yeah.
And that's how being a toxic person starts. You start accepting traits that feel like they've defeated you. You understand? Like, I've tried to be a good person. I gave Gabriel sweets yesterday and he said no. That means that I've tried. You understand? You do not then you don't
Understand.
yes, you don't understand yourself. You don't emphasize it to the point where you need to be patient with yourself, because you won't change overnight like a dog shit. You need to understand that this is a process. It's not a thing. So the way you come out is like, I look the same age as this guy, but he looks like he has figured it out. He looks like he won't buy chocolate. He's going to use it to buy bricks and start doing something. Whereas me, I'm gonna buy dates and go Instagram, such things. So it's a thing of, now we need to not understand ourselves and then understand the next person, because we're so quick to go to the next person and say, no, got when yourself, you are at war with yourself.
Yeah.
You don't even know what you want. You understand? So it's a fine line, a very thin fine line between understanding yourself and understanding yourself, because it looks the same, but there's a very huge difference between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything is a process, right? Everything is a process.
Not everything is a process.
No, but everything is a process.
everything.
You know, my
I know what
process
you
cannot
mean.
be your process.
Yeah.
And
You
to
know?
answer you, man, on
Yeah,
what you
I
said,
mean,
you said I look like a final product, and I did mention that I don't believe in perfect.
yes.
I'm not a final product.
Yeah.
I may
No, I
come
said to
out.
us. That's
Yeah,
why
that's why I'm
portraying
like-
and expectations get
Hence, I'm trying
trashed.
to
Yeah.
like get to like show you way of how I got here.
Yeah, fake it till you
Because I
make
don't
it.
believe in the perfect. And when I see something, it's not a final product.
Mm.
You know? So when you look at me, also you can adapt to that. Like it's not the final product. And what else to mention? Answer this. Yeah, the process. It wasn't easy for me too.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
never
something
easy.
I woke up and I was
Work.
like, that's the one thing I got it. I had to, you know. I had my fair share of heartbreaks. I had my fair share of
Playing around, having your
Playing
fun.
I mean, don't
Wait,
we
let
all
me
though?
rephrase that. Ne? I put it wrong. I said you look like, not you.
Do you per
specific,
se? No.
ne?
Yeah.
You wake up and you go to Instagram. Now, most of us do that. Well, I do that every time I'm working. I know that it's a bad habit, and I always read about it. That waking up onto your phone the first thing is a wrong thing to do. But because it's because it's been charging, when I turn the side, you understand? It's my best friend, understand? You open your phone, you get a notification, again, it's Instagram, oops, don't you did this, then you again, and you see the pictures. They look perfect, you understand? They are not. We all know that they are not. Even your heart is telling you, your mind is telling you that that person is not perfect. But because you idolize them so much, you understand that you end up thinking that this person has got it all. She has the looks, the beauty, you understand that I actually want to be like that and I can do it, you understand? So you start following in that path, not understanding that we all have different paths. And she's portraying something which is not there. There's a lot happening behind the beautiful, you understand? So
it might not be the whole picture that she
exactly,
shares.
you understand? So even people that are very influential, you understand? They call them influential people because they're here to influence us, but they don't understand that their influence is a lot because we're looking up to them. There's a lot at stake.
Yeah.
If you call yourself a person that's influencing me, you need to understand what type of people you're influencing. Are you influencing lost people, motivated people, demotivated? Because there's a lot. So you just cannot come here and say I'm influencing, you understand? Because we do take it. We do. Because we are literally trying to find ourselves because everyone is losing themselves. You look at that side, how now in and it's not, you know not to judge because now but now everyone is lost, everyone is looking for something to grab on. So whenever we find a situation whereby, oh man, this gent looks like a very good influencer, not relationshipically, you understand? It could be a brother figure, a family figure, you understand? What that you hold on to that person, you understand? And when you actually see what's behind what you say, you get so broken. Because that's the only thing you had. You don't have yourself. You do not love yourself. You love them and portray that love to your heart. And when you find out what's after that person, you're actually like, no. It
That's
means
not
that
easy.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
And you never find your path. You
True.
understand such things.
True.
So that's what I meant when I said you look at a person, say, fine, I thought, like, you see a person say, they're not enjoying their
They're not-
activity.
yeah.
You understand?
They stressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always gotta wake up and do my
mean,
makeup.
I
You
wish I
know.
had so much money, but more
know-
money, more problems. You understand?
Well,
Another
So-
thing
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Let's get more money
Well,
first. I want to know.
I feel like
You know what I
a
mean?
huge-
Yeah.
just like as she said, you know, you idolize someone and everything else, you know, a huge process that we don't really pay attention to. You know, the process of actually finding your true self. You know, finding what is within.
Yeah.
What can I do that's within, and you know, display it for the world to see or the next person to see. You know.
It's not the cool thing no more.
You know,
Abantu
and
bazothi.
exactly,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh.
it's just like how you said, you know, with
Holding us
the
back.
love topic, you know, what can love do that will make me produce something out of it, you know? I feel like for me, most of the time, I just have a pen and a paper and I start writing songs, you know? Sometimes it'll be a really sad song, a really happy song, or a song where I'm just raging, you know, I just can't believe what is actually happening around me, you know. Sometimes we feel great loss, you know, we start writing about the people that we lost that were really close to our hearts. And hurt, love, happiness, we can all take something from it and produce something really beautiful from it.
True.
So that the next person can really know that they're not alone. They don't feel that way alone.
See, in this household, that war. Every 5 minutes. Yo, I think we're gonna end it here. Yo, we gotta get you guys back. You gotta handle this.
Yeah.
We need a proper, complete episode. Right now we're dealing with ESCOM. We normally start filming around early hours. So we need to try have you guys for like a specific hour-long plus episode where we can delve into personally you guys and what you guys do, because we're mostly about lifestyle. I'll just explain this to you guys. We're about lifestyle, so we're interested in what you guys do, who you guys influence, as you're saying, you know what I mean? Where you want to take it, what's your message to the world and stuff like that, and how we can bridge different lifestyles together and create like a community or network of people who help each other and move things forward.